Chernobyl on ice. Russia plans to tow a nuclear power station to the Arctic. Next month, a floating nuclear power plant called the Academic Lomonosov will be towed via the Northern Sea route to its final destination in the Far East, after almost 2 decades in construction. It's part of to bring electric power to the 104th. A larger agenda is at work to aiding President Vladimir Putin's ambitious Arctic expansion plans, which have raised. The Admiral Lomonosov will be the northernmost operating nuclear plant in the world, and it's key to plans to develop the region economically. About 2 million. In theory, floating nuclear power plants could help supply energy to remote areas without long-term commitments or requiring large investments into conventional power stations on mostly uninhabitable land. But the concept of a nuclear reactor stationed in the Arctic Sea has drawn criticism from environmentalists. The Lomonosov, Rosatom, the state company in charge of Russia's nuclear projects, has been fighting against this nickname, saying such criticism is ill-founded. The idea itself is not new. The U.S. Army used a small nuclear reactor installed on a ship in the Panama Canal for almost a decade in the 1960s. For civil purpose, Russia's civilian nuclear industry also faced public questions following the Chernobyl catastrophe, which shaped concerns about these. The explosion at Chernobyl directly caused around 31 deaths, but millions of people were exposed to dangerous radiation levels. The final death toll as a result of long-term radiation exposure is much disputed. Although the UN, modern Russia hasn't seen anything close to Chernobyl though. Russia, but rather than summoning the specter of Chernobyl, some nuclear watchdogs are drawing parallels to with the images of its waterlogged reactors still fresh in the public memory. The Russian plans, but project engineers say they've learned the lessons of Fukushima. However, experts of Bologna, an NGO monitoring nuclear projects and environmental impacts, say 24 hours might not be enough to prevent a disaster should a tsunami land the rig among towns with. And then there is the question of cost. Some Russian officials, the last Russian nuclear project of a comparable scale was completed in 2007, when the 50. Search for location/city.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.